Hello, you juicy madlets. It's Monday again and it's time to read. Yes, my readouts of stories are now starting. This is a format I thought of before even forging social media's madlets, and yeah, Game Freak, another member of social media's madlets whose videos oh goddammit, whose new video will come on Wednesday, has written an rather interesting story that is, as I already told in one of my videos, pretty crazy. And yeah, we're going to start to read some chapters of it. I have a very changeable voice, and I know which one to use for which character in the story, so we will have a good time here. Let's start!
There once was a lad who looked like me. He's an innocent soul, but he loved TV. His friend got him in an anime, and now he's a goddamn weeb.
01. Sweet morning. Kevin Stonesu was actually a normal 16-year-old boy with normal urges like wanting to bang his cousin. Very normal. He woke up at 6:30 in the morning and got ready for school. He went to his bathroom normally to take a shower and of course didn't lock it, because otherwise it would be lame for the reader of the story. As it had to happen, his sister Amy stormed into the bathroom and took off her clothes. I don't know how she didn't hear the shower, and I don't know why Kevin didn't notice any of this behind the shower curtain. But you shouldn't question the story in general, because most of it is mental crap and pretty much randomly made for fun. To that, he improved on writing a lot. It's still crazy shit, but it's a real story now. So, Kevin was taking a shower when suddenly the shower curtain was pushed aside, and he was facing his naked sister. God damn it, those cliche animes again. He cried out and she got all red in the face, but then said, "Oh, Kevin, I didn't think you were into that kind of thing." Kevin replied, "So incest or what?" "No, actually not at all. So what are you doing here? Get out of the bathroom now!" "Kevin, you don't want my body at all? Am I that unattractive to you?" Kevin slapped her a bit in the face and said, "What? No, you're distracting. Get out of here or I will slap you once more." After that, Amy left, a bit disappointed, and Kevin could finish his shower in peace and saw a sea dog bouncing by the window. Sea dogs are the biggest meme of this whole series, as it's called the Sea Dog Chronicles. You will understand that after we get to some more chapters. So, chapter 10 finished. Let's get to the next one. 02. School time. Already 10 views, god. That man's killing it. Kevin left the house and headed for the school. He had a radio with him. The moderator was blabbing. "Today we have a light sea dog rain again. But there have also been sightings of star seals and very few yeet seals. In any case, be careful." "Oh no! What is that? A yeet seal! Oh no!" The radio went silent for a moment and switched back to the music. Kevin was already looking forward to his cousin coming to visit him. In the afternoon, he strolled peacefully to school and his class. He had no friends, which was quite justified, and besides he sat by the window for flex and anime main character reasons. The first lesson was history, where the teacher told a bit about his sea dogs. "So you fucking shit rats, listen to me you fuckers! In 1940, the good old days, a sea dog was sighted for the first time. Since that day, the sea dogs multiplied and multiplied. And today, in 2022, there are about 9 trillion sea dogs in the world. And there are many kinds of them. There are the normal sea dogs, which are quite stupid and can be a threat only in groups. They reproduce by raping a male human. You will learn more about this in biology class. So don't look at me like that, you fucking dirty kids. I'll tell you about the other sea dogs later, when I'm in the mood. because the lesson's already over. Only after around 5 minutes. See ya, you fuckers! The teacher extended both middle fingers and left the classroom by jumping out of the window. From the 3rd floor, of course. Yeah, that's a teacher. A pretty amazing person. Which sounds like a British-Scottish combination out of my voice. So, how much do we already have? Like 5 minutes, oh my god, we are pretty fast. We can read like 5 chapters or so if I take this on fastly. Perfect! So, on to the next one. I hope my mic's working alright, and I'm not muted again. Alright, perfect. 03, first encounter. Kevin went home and was playing on his Playboy. Playboy. When a wasp stung his ass. Suddenly, a sea dog became aware of what was happening and hopped towards Kevin with 120 FPS. Yes, it's also a common meme that nobody is going to understand. Kevin tried to run away, but his sea dog was too fast. So the only thing left to do was to fight. That's only one! Kevin thought to himself. He took a swing and hit the sea dog in the gut, causing him to be thrown through the air in a high arc and hit some randomly irrelevant building, killing irrelevant people there. Kevin wanted to get home as soon as possible, and when he got there, he realized that he had left the key on his desk at school. So he just jumped through the kitchen window and landed with his ass on a knife. That hurt, but then he looked up and saw his sister holding the knife and looking at him stunned. All you had to do was to ring the bell. Kevin replied, I didn't know you would be back from school before me today. Besides, I always wanted to fly through a kitchen window. I just didn't know that you were cooking and that I would land in such a shitty place. Well, your cousin is coming soon, and I actually don't think it's so bad that you landed on that knife. It actually turns me on a bit. Kevin didn't know what to say, and so he said nothing. I just hopped through the second kitchen window. Such illogical random chapter closing sentences will come more often, so ignore it, or enjoy it. We are enjoying it here because we are awesome. Because we are the Mad Lads and the Mad Base. Oh shit, it's even in German here. Whoops, left my Wattpad in German again. Who cares? So, 04, meet again. In the late afternoon, the doorbell rang and Kevin opened it. Behind it stood a girl with black hair and red eyes who seemed quite shy. Kevin was a little uncertain. Come in, Chiyoko. Chiyoko, Kevin's cousin, entered and sat down in the living room couch. She looked around a bit and then spotted Amy in the kitchen staring at her with her piercing yellow eyes while slowly cutting a cucumber with a rather hefty knife. Kevin appeared in the room. Amy's face became a little happier and she turned to Chiyoko. Chiyoko, how are you? I heard that you don't have much time, but I'm so glad that you're coming to visit us. Amy grinned broadly. Chiyoko hesitated a bit, but then replied, I'm doing pretty well anyway. I'm doing well at work and school isn't too hard for me either. However, I'm glad to be able to visit you. By the way, I will probably stay here longer because I also going to Kevin's school. I think that will be fun. Kevin and Amy looked puzzled. Kevin's brain thought, oh damn! Shit! Is this real? Or am I having a wet dream here? Although, what stuff already happened to other things up to now, and it's a wet dream. Amy's brain thought, this little bitch wants to claim my sweet Kevin. I can and won't let that happen, even if I have to kill her for it. Kevin then jumped through another window into the garden, and Amy shouted after him, Oni-chan! Why don't you stop breaking all our windows? Yeah, that's something to think about. I mean, why is he breaking all those windows? And also, why is he breaking all of them so suddenly? A good question. On to the next chapter. Maybe more of the teacher soon. Oh shit. 05. Knife Snipe in the morning. A new day dawned, and in the distance one heard sea dog noises, which tore Kevin from the sleep. Honestly, as an alarm clock, those characters are actually good to use. I went to shower again. Wanted to lock the door before, but noticed that he cannot lock it at all. Fucking cliche anime! I'm just not going to shower today. Thus, he only walked down the stairs slowly, then heard a voice shout, "Oni-chan!" Causing him to be so startled that he flew down the stairs and then hit the ground hard. As he tried to get up, a knife came towards him, which he narrowly avoided. At the top of the stairs stood Amy, who was holding another knife in her hand. "Good dodge, brother!" She said and had to laugh. Kyoko was already awake too and ran over to Kevin and helped him up. "Did you hurt yourself? Are you okay?" Kevin rubbed the back of his head and replied, "Yeah, I'm fine. Let's get ready for school." A second knife came flying, but Kyoko stopped it in midair with 2 fingers and then put it down on the ground. Now Kevin got mad and stomped towards his sister. "Listen! Throwing it at me is one thing, but you can't just throw it at other people, you sicko!" Oh shit, I lost the lines. Ah yes. He grabbed Amy and threw her out of the 2nd floor window. After that, he also jumped out of a window. But not from the same one, because his secret goal was to destroy all the windows of this building. After that, he went to school. Pretty random, am I right? So I will read out 6 and 7. Then the part will end. 06. Yeet? Question mark. Kevin and Kyoko arrived at the classroom on time. Kevin was a little surprised that Kyoko was in the same class with him. But then he remembered that this is a cliche anime with an author who has mental injury. So Kevin just sat down in his seat. Kyoko sat down in the seat next to him. Kevin looked up briefly and then noticed that everyone was staring at him. A random guy asked, "Who is this girl, and does she know this freak?" Several voices rang out, and they were not necessarily well-intentioned towards our Kevin. By the way, in case anyone is itching, Kevin has reddish hair, his normal height, and has blue eyes. Kyoko suddenly stood up and shouted for the classroom, "Silence! Yes, me and Kevin know each other. He's my cousin. Now leave him alone, otherwise I will get physical." Kevin was surprised that Kyoko was so committed to him, but then devoted himself again to the occupation, looking out the window. He looked down on the sports field where some girls had just sport. "Wow, these huge wobbly titties! Wait a minute! Stop, Kevin! Stop being so horny! You have a mission!" When he thought that, suddenly a sea dog came towards the window where he was sitting. But it was not an ordinary sea dog. It was a yeet seal. They are a bit stronger and can also fly through windows and cause chaos there. So the yeet seal flew through the window into Kevin's face, sending him through the ceiling and briefly over the roof before landing full force back in the classroom. 07 packs some action. Yes. This is a good chapter. 07. Yeetus Deletus. Kevin tried to sit up. The whole class had panicked and the yeet seal was bouncing around. Suddenly the door opened and the principal stood there with a huge hammer shouting, "Stop bouncing around my school, you fat piece of yeet seal shit! Yeetus! Deletus!" He swung his hammer and hit a yeet seal with full force, causing it to fly back through from another window, which is quite satisfying to the window fanatic Kevin, and land on the sports field. The students at the sports field ran away and the yeet seal got up and made a strange sounds. These sounds summoned other sea dogs. The principal swung his hammer and shouted again, "Yeetus! Deletus!" He jumped through the same window, which Kevin did not like, and banged the hammer on the floor, creating an earthquake that knocked over the sea dogs. The yeet seal now came yeeted on, but the director intercepted it within the air and hurled it into the sky, where it soon could no longer be seen. Shortly thereafter, the other sea dogs fled. The principal straightened his mustache and now walked quite smoothly back in the school building. Kyoko came to Kevin and asked him again if everything was alright. He answered yes, although he was in some pain. And the history teacher came in again and snarled, "Now I have to teach you ungrateful little fucker something that I don't quite understand myself. But it's alright with me, if the money is right." After that, he threw the class book into Kevin's face and shouted, "Catch!" And we will end the readout on that note. There is the crazy history teacher and the Yeetus Deletus principal. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I also hope you enjoyed the story. I will bring more of it on the next Monday. Stay tuned for that!